OMRT number 9. In the middle 50s, it was like 10 years old, born in 46. And my dad was a voracious reader of science fiction, you know, the pulps, the paperbacks. He went through hundreds of those things. And he'd finish one in a few days and toss it into a box. So soon there was a box that's full. And I was having trouble reading for some reason or other. That autofocus just is not like low light. Maybe I shouldn't move so much. Maybe there's a control that'll help it. Anyway, this is about artificial intelligence and the effect it might have on our society. In the 50s, I was reading the science fiction, and there were what they usually called them mechanical brains or something like that, or it was the machines that filled an entire room that were equivalent of a 10-cent chip now, were pretty impressive back then. Thinking machines. I mean, they would do the analysis of polling data, which is not that intelligent requiring. And people would say, oh my golly, thing is thinking. Nope. The people that were working on artificial intelligence then were right up there with the ones working on traveling around the solar system. You know, fun, but fantasy. The idea that humans would come up with something that they wouldn't apply to themselves, that is, it wouldn't become so integrated with their way of existing, and you can name just about anything, but the top of the list is going to be AI. So it's going to have a profound effect. Makes me think of self-modifying hardware. There's an adage in computer programming that you don't want self-modifying software. I mean, the thing can overwrite the thing, overwriting the thing, overwriting the thing, but you're in trouble before that. But if you augment intelligence, if you augment intelligence, or seem to, I'm not sure that you actually are. I mean, you've got the glasses with the earphones and the camera and connected to the cloud, and has some incredible AI there to interpret everything you're seeing and show you things on your glasses. I always wear glasses. It wouldn't be unusual to me. But I don't see how, if it's so much more intelligent than me, and not just that, but it has sensors that are everywhere. I mean, the detail that the AI could obtain from the environment with existing sensors is tremendous. With the sensors that are easily imagined for 10, 20 years from now, it's astonishing. Imaging that goes around the corner, make a model of a place just from some kind of terahertz scanning imaging thing. Anyway, the AI would know all, see all, etc. And it would have a physical presence in the form of anthropomorphic robots, those things that look like something out of a science fiction movie. Every once in a while I look at a YouTube video and there's a robot doing the weirdest stuff, jumping up and down, running sideways, that sort of thing. And it's pretty amazing. They are getting amazingly good. Anyway, you know what would be cool? Would be to have Philip K. Dick, who wrote Blade Runner, Minority Report, Total Recall, and The Man in the High Castle, among many others. To have him write about this time, which is AI, Donald Trump, oligarchy. See, which material for him to work with? And people tell me it's true. All this caca is really happening. But he could put a kind of a humorous spin on it. That would be nice. It's not going to change anything. But he would really enjoy it, wouldn't he? The sort of shenanigans that are gotten up to in our time. Anyway, maybe, here's the complete circle. Maybe this is fiction. Maybe each of our timelines, our world lines, all of the possibilities, the butterfly flutters its wing in Africa, and there's a hurricane in the Caribbean, the chaos effect. From infinite worlds, there isn't one world, there are an infinite number, but we're on one, and you're kind of stuck in the one unless you know some kind of magic that lets you jump to another. Positive thinking works as good as anything. Could it be that we can choose which reality we're going to live in, and some people like to suffer? Anyway, the stuff I was reading as a child, learning to read really, learning to enjoy reading, all that pulp paperback science fiction aimed at middle-aged men probably, that together with my extensive reading of the history of electronics and technology in general, makes it interesting to extrapolate what we have now into the technical future. I worked as a component engineer for HP and Digital and a bunch of others, or did technician work for a lot of electronic companies, and it's always been my hobby. The stuff that's coming up now that's why these semiconductor machines are so incredibly valuable. The ones that are in Taiwan, TSMC, the Dutch company that makes these imagers. They are the most technically important machines in the world. Ultraviolet etchers. They can create in silicon things that can control the forces. And as sensors and force becomes available, like the anthropomorphic robot, and this is all one integrated thing. The robot knows what's happening to the air temperature on a particular street corner in Tokyo if it needs to, no matter where it is, or any other information, because it's all one mind. And just as all of us are tied to the internet, you can bet your kahuna that all of the anthropomorphic robots will too. Oh, the light just came on. I'm seeing the reflection out the window of the street light. It finally got dark enough for that. Anyway, I thought of having a dialogue. This is a monologue. I'm talking to you, but I'm not giving you a chance to interrupt. But what if you had somebody engage in a conversation with a voice AI? One that could understand my speech, and then they've got very good speech now. In other words, an interlocutor or a guest. A guest? Sure, that's very close. Imagine you're so-and-so, I want to interview you. And then the AI gets the voice right and everything else. Lots of possibilities. You young people have fun with technology. Until the next time, ciao. Take care of yourself, and buena suerte, good luck.